I'm all about recipes that are healthy and high protein and vegan and gluten-free. So today I'm gonna be bringing you guys a super fall-inspired, super healthy, kind of end of summer, early fall country harvest bowl. I don't know, I'm still kind of working with the name, but it's got buckwheat, it's got butternut squash, it's got butter beans. I'm thinking maybe calling it something like the butternut bowl, butternut bowl. I don't know, I'm still working on the name. It's a bit of a tongue twister. There's a lot of B's in there. If you have any suggestions, I'm open. Let's just get right into this butternut bowl. Butternut. I am composed. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start by just rinsing out our buckwheat. I'm gonna be cooking 1.5 cups. Whoa. Whoa, did you see those Spidey-like reflexes? That was wild. Oh, it doesn't fit. 1.5 cups of buckwheat to 3 cups of water, but first I gotta rinse it because there was a lot of dust that flew off of the buckwheat when I pretty much poured it into my measuring cup. Ooh, I cannot get over how lovely this smells. It smells so good. Then we're just going to pour the buckwheat groats into just a regular good old saucepan or a pot. And I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. We're cooking this pretty similar to how you would cook oatmeal or rice. It's pretty much like a 2-to-1 ratio of water to oats, or groats in this case. So 1.5 cups of buckwheat, 3 cups of water, and a little pinch of salt. Bring it over to the stove and just let her cook. Cook away. Cook away. Cook away. Moving on to the vegetables that we're gonna air fry. We're gonna cut up our butternut squash, but that requires a little bit of prep beforehand. So I'm just gonna show you how to kind of prepare and prep a butternut squash if you're not familiar with it. So just like when carving a pumpkin, we're just going to take a spoon and we're going to scrape away all the guts on the inside. And then once you have the guts all scraped out, just peel off the outer skin until you can sort of see it starting to show through as orange or kind of a yellow color. But you don't want to just do one cut or one peel and have it look kind of whitish. You definitely want to have the inner, deeper layer showing because the outer skin can be a little bit tough. And now we're just gonna give her the old chop. I'm just gonna do like kind of rough chops. So keep them in maybe about 1-ish inch cubes, like so. Easy peasy. So now that we have our butternut squash all chopped up, we're just gonna pop it into a mixing bowl and we're gonna toss it with some chopped broccoli florets, which I'm just gonna pop in right here. And then, honestly, I love to keep my seasonings pretty simple, and I often will use this combination of seasonings for practically everything. So I'm gonna add some gluten-free soy sauce. This is my favorite brand, Bragg's, because it's gluten-free. And now I'm just gonna add just a couple glug-glugs for a little bit of flavor. I'm gonna add some black pepper. I'm gonna add some garlic powder because a recipe just is not a recipe for me if it doesn't have garlic powder. And some nutritional yeast for extra savoriness, kind of offers a little bit of a, kind of like a slightly cheesy-ish flavor, but mostly just adds like goodness and savoriness. And I'm gonna add just a teeny weeny bit of oil, which I probably should have added first, to be honest, but no biggie. Maybe about like 1.5 teaspoons. Now, I'm just gonna give it a good toss. Tossy. Oh, that's dangerous. So now I'm just going to add my veggies into my air fryer basket. I'm just gonna pop it in the air fryer at like 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to air fry for about 25-ish minutes, just until like the butternut squash is nice and soft and fork tender, and the broccoli's gotten a little bit golden, a little bit crispy, but not burnt. Okay, into the air fryer. Please ignore my cluttered countertop. dun. Okay, so next I'm just grabbing my falafels for this recipe. Now I'm taking the lazy route for this day, and I'm just using store-bought falafels that I got at Trader Joe's. But of course, if you aren't lazy like myself today, you could totally go ahead and make your own falafels. Same with the whipped butter beans. Now, I obviously am gonna be making my whipped butter beans today with just some butter beans that I cooked the other day that need to get used up. But you can totally just use your favorite store-bought hummus, just put a few dollops on top of your bowl when you're serving it all up, and Bob's your uncle, call it a day. But you know, you can always make these butter beans yourself. Super easy. It tastes just as delicious as hummus, and I love them. And it's just so creamy, like I dare say maybe even a little bit creamier than the texture of hummus. So this recipe is very like, you do you, boo. You make it for however lazy you feel. You know what I mean? Okay, showing you how to make the world's fastest batch of whipped butter beans. So I've got however many this is, probably about 2-ish cups of butter beans that I cooked. We're gonna add some tahini. I'm pretty much eyeballing everything here, so I'm just gonna add like 2 tablespoons, about that. Then I have some nutritional yeast for extra flavor, a little bit of savoriness. Probably gonna add a couple tablespoons there. Garlic powder. Maybe about a teaspoon. I'm gonna add some black pepper. Not too much, because I'm actually gonna be adding in some lemon pepper seasoning, mostly just because I want the flavor of the lemon to shine through. So I'm gonna add, I don't know, about this much. It seems like a lot, but, well, actually, it's because it is a lot, but I don't care. I love it, and it's so good. And then for our final kind of acidic bite, I'm just gonna add the juice of half of a small lemon. Okay, now we're just going to pop the lid on and pulse it a few times. And let it do its thing for about a minute or so. Okay, things are coming together fast, folks. So I'm going to get these falafels air frying alongside the butternut squash and the broccoli. Let them air fry for about 10-ish minutes, 10-12 minutes, until they're nice and golden and crispy and delicious. And by the way, if you guys want to see me do a falafel recipe, let me know. Let me know in a comment. I need to know, because, you know, this could be a very fun experiment for me. But I need like at least 10 of you to let me know if you want me to do a recipe that's vegan and gluten-free and maybe even high protein. So yeah, let me know, and let's get these cooking. I'm ready for my close-up of my food in my mouth. So I have everything done now. This took like 30-ish minutes, maybe 40. Not bad at all, honestly, if you're looking for like a simple multi-component dinner, or really anytime meal. Man, that buckwheat is bold and beautiful and bodacious and robust and just banging. It's so freaking good. That balsamic glaze. There are lots more fall recipes where this came from coming up on the channel very soon, so make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss out on some good stuff. I love you guys. Give it a like, subscribe below, and I'll see you guys in a new video very soon. Bye-bye.